Okay, so I did the Q&A yesterday, but after I posted the videos, I got a question that was a good question that no one has ever asked me, and I haven't thought about asking or answering, and it's more than one question, but it's from the same person. So I'm going to answer that question because I feel like it's a question that is really good and that could be answered and be good at being answered. Okay, the first part of it is, what made you decide that you needed help to go to the hospital instead of doing it on your own? The answer to that is, I just wasn't getting any better. My depression was getting worse. My anxiety was getting worse. I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to do anything. I wanted to lay in bed, stay in bed. That was it. I didn't want to do anything, and nothing I did would make it better. I didn't want to go out with to town. I didn't want to go to visit my daughters. I didn't want to do nothing. That's when I realized, like, I can't do this on my own. I need help. So I decided to take myself into a behavioral health unit hospital to get help. And people say you left your son and you left your husband. I didn't do that. I went and got help to be a better wife, a better mom, a better stepmom, a better friend, all of that. To be a better person in general. To be someone that wants to be around other people, to be a happy person, and to be someone that interacts with other people. Um, Next question, what do you do when your stress level gets too high? What is something that you learned at the hospital that helps relieve your stress? My main thing is, I try not to put myself in predicaments where I am going to be stressful, but if I do end up, I either walk away, if it's talking to somebody, if it's on the phone, I just hang up, or if it's just a day where I'm just stressed, lots going on, I take a minute and I breathe and I calm down, or I go walk, or I do something and take my mind off of it. That's how I like. The hospital taught me, like, to breathe through the stress, to walk away, to don't argue back, or just take a minute, take a beat, calm down, breathe, and you'll be fine. Next, do you ever feel like you might slip back into the way that you were? Everybody has that feeling because you never know if you're gonna stay the happy person you are when you've battled depression for so long, so many years. You get worried that you might slip back into that direction, and if it's gonna get worse, or if you're gonna be able to pull yourself back out, or if you're not and you're just gonna be stuck there. So yeah, that worries me, but I don't let it get to me because I know right now that I'm in a good place, and we'll talk to take it day by day. That's all you can do, is day by day. When your son gets older, will you explain to him what happened when you left to go to the hospital? I don't know. Like, he kind of knows I went to a hospital, um, but I don't want to bring up that because I don't want to bring up what happened while I was gone, and all of that. Did y'all get your son help after the incident with your sister? We did. And that was just because of what he had experienced, the stuff that she had said to him, uh, that was hard for a 6-year-old to understand. So we did take him to a kid counselor to kind of help with that. But it was only like a one-time thing. But yeah. if anything like that happens again, who would you trust to take your son? My husband's first wife. Definitely. I should have trusted her to take him the first time, but she had work and my kids had school, so I didn't know who would watch him while she was at work and they were at school. But definitely, if I ever had to go to the hospital again, or if I ever had to stay in the hospital, say surgery or sickness or something like that's putting me in the hospital, I would definitely give him to her. Now, this one isn't a question, it just says, I want to commend you for all that you talk about and that you are open about the fact that you had to go to the hospital to get help. Most people wouldn't admit that, and most people that are mothers and wives definitely wouldn't admit that they had to go get help. So, this person was anonymous, so whoever you are, thank you. You asked some really good questions, and I'm sorry it wasn't in the first two videos. I did not get your questions till I posted them, but I felt like this needed to be answered and that they were such good questions that I couldn't let them not get answered because no one's asked these questions before. So thank you for your questions and thank you for your support and just thanks. Bye, everybody.